Hi everyone, I'm going to continue the series of the daily Daf Yomi. As you can see, I've got some cows over here, and I've got a Tallit. Obviously, naturally, we put it on when we daven, we pray the Shacharit service, and also on Shabbat, inside the Beit Knesset, in the Shabbat morning, or on the Chagim also, the Tallit, and two model, let's say, cows. So why have I got this over here? Friends, we're talking about a situation in today's page of the Gemara where there's going to be an instance where a cow is going to collide in some form with a Tallit, and damages could be made on both ends. And we're talking about all in this Masechet, inside this tractate of the Talmud, within regards to damages, on all different case scenarios that could occur, where damage could actually take place from different case scenarios, whether an animal can hurt something using its horns potentially, or if there's a boar on the pit, if there's a pit and someone falls down, or if there's something that is lying down on the ground that could be an obstacle and someone falls down and breaks their legs. All these different scenarios we're going to see. So today's case involves the cows and a Tallit. So friends, what's going on today in the page of the thing? In fact, in today's Gemara, here in Yud Daled, it quotes a Braita that presents a situation here, which I will elaborate now. A cow, that damages a Tallit over here. And the Tallit damaged the cow. So the cow damages the Tallit, and the Tallit can damage the cow. How is this, friends, over here? We do not say that the two damages cancel each other out because one is damaged, the other is damaged. Is it equal? No, it's not. We don't say that. Rather, we must evaluate each damage separately and clarify how much one party owes to the other, because one damage to Tallit might be greater than down to the cow. So how do we calculate this in the Talmud here? So the simple reading of this case appears to be that in one single event, the cow damaged the Tallit just one time over here, and at the same time was injured by it also. So it got damaged while it was colliding with it, and the Tallit got damaged back. This explanation, however, we could say is very difficult, because the cow damaging the Tallit is a case of regel, where there is a case in the Talmudic terms where the animal damaged an object accidentally over here. It was, e.g. by stepping on it or whatever it might be, which only applies if the animal entered the domain of the owner of the object over here. However, while we were talking about the Tallit over here, while the Tallit damaging the cow is a case of boar. This is another case over here. What is boar, friends, in the Talmudic sense? It's literally, we call it a ditch, a pit, or something like that. But applied to any obstacle left in the public thoroughfare, inside the public domain, or whatever it might be, which only applies in the public domain. Okay, so this problem leads to a commentator of the name Tosfot is going to weigh in over here to suggest that the Braita is talking about two separate incidents over here. What are these two separate incidents that the Braita is going to relate over to? I'll repeat it, but we need to stress another opinion of the Meiri, another commentator. He prefers to accept the simple reading of the Braita and explain that the damage done by the cow over here was not an accidental case of regel, which I explained about before, but it was a situation where the cow damaged the Tallit on purpose. How could that be? Does a cow have sense or anything like that? Which would fall under the category of keren over here. Keren literally means horns over here. It's goring. We also classify that in Talmudic terms, the word keren, which applies in the public domain over here. A lot of variables here we're talking about. Okay, now another commentator is going to come in. Another commentator of the name the Nimukei Yosef. What's he going to come in? He explains the ruling that we cannot simply say that the two damages cancel one another, as a concern that two simultaneous damages may lead us to say that the damages that was done was roughly equivalent, and we would be inclined to assume that the value was close enough over here. So what's it talking about? What you were talking about before. I'll stress that the cow can damage Tallit, and the Tallit somehow can damage the cow back. So that's what we're talking about. However, another commentator, we're coming into a lot of different great rabbanim over here, another great rabbi named Rosh. The Rosh simply says that the Bet Din itself, the Jewish court, may have chosen to ignore the incident entirely. Why would they ignore this incident here with the cows and the Tallit? Since both sides played a role in the damage over here. They both have some sort of share in damaging each other over here. And the Braita is going to teach that even in such cases, the court must take the case seriously and become involved, because we can't judge if the cow is going to damage the Tallit, or vice versa, the Tallit likewise could damage the cow. We need a court there to distinguish what greater damage it could be done, because you could say it could be a valuable Tallit, one might have say, which is more than the average sale market price. Or you could have very expensive cows with potentially the better skin or the better meat, which could be worth an exorbitant sum. So you will need the Tallit, you'll need a bet din over here, competent Jewish court, to judge and render those specific amounts. I'd like to dedicate this video to two people. This daily Talmud video on the daily Daf Yomi, to label Ben Chava and Siporat Bat Rina. I'd like to dedicate to those two people. So wishing you all a good day. Hope you enjoyed the daily Gemara here involving a cow and the Tallit. This is now the 11th, it's the 13th video now in Masechet Bava Kamma. Please watch, I've started since Masechet Kutubot, we're talking about 18 months ago. So it's all available on social media, all these videos. And keep watching and share. And please like and keep watching the videos. Have a fantastic day. And just brachot here from Israel.